You feel it in the deck plates, a vibration so low it is almost a memory. Your ship, the Wanderer, hangs at the precipice. It is the last bastion of humankind, the final thought of a species bold enough to dream this far. Outside the forward view screen is nothing, not the gentle, star-dusted black you have always known. This is a perfect void, a hole punched through reality itself. The event horizon waits for you. It does not beckon. It does not threaten. It simply is. Silent. Perfect. Absolute. Every sensor you have screams in protest. They show data that should not exist. They report on a boundary where physics gives up, where star science becomes a ghost story. Your heart hammers against your ribs, a primal drum beating against the silence. This is the last safe moment, the final breath before the plunge. Every light on the bridge seems to hold its breath with you. The gentle hum of the life support system is your only companion. It is a lonely sound at the edge of everything. You look at the reflection in the star steel glass. Your face is pale. Your eyes are wide. Is this courage or foolishness? The line between them has never been so thin. You ran 1,000 simulations. Each one ended in a question mark. The greatest minds of Earth could only guess what lay beyond. They called it the ultimate journey, the one-way trip into the heart of mystery. They did not have to sit here. They did not have to feel the pull of that beautiful, terrible emptiness. You are the captain. The choice falls to you. But the choice was already made. It was made the moment humanity looked up at the stars. It was made with the first fire, the first wheel, the first rocket that dared to touch the sky. This is just the next logical step, the most illogical step you have ever taken. You key the ship-wide comms. Your throat is dry. Your voice must be steady. They are waiting for your word. They are waiting for you to lead them into the dark. The bridge is a place of quiet resolve. Every officer is at their station. Their faces are calm, but their knuckles are white. You see Commander Eva Rostova at the helm. Her gaze is fixed on the void. She gives you a slow, deliberate nod. You see Dr. Aris Thorne at the science station. His fingers dance over holographic displays. The data scrolling past is pure nonsense. Yet he keeps searching for a pattern, a sliver of logic in the illogical. This is your family now. This is your crew. Their trust is a weight heavier than any star. You think about Earth, a pale blue dot lost in the rear view. So much life, so much noise, so much hope. You are carrying all of it with you. A tiny spark in the face of an infinite night. You wonder if they can see you. A faint glimmer of your engines burning against the black. A final, defiant flare before you disappear forever. The thought is both terrifying and strangely comforting. You are not just falling. You are ascending to a new kind of existence. Or you are simply being erased. Either way, it is a hell of a way to go out. You take one last look at the star charts, at the familiar constellations of home. They seem impossibly far away now, like paintings from a forgotten dream. You are off the map. You are writing a new one, with your life, with your ship, with every soul aboard this vessel. The comms panel chimes softly. It is time. The final vote must be cast. The last question must be answered. Are we ready to become history? Or are we ready to become the future? The decision was not made by one person. It was a promise made by all. The vote is unanimous and heavy. You see the results on the main screen. 184 green lights. One for every soul aboard the Wanderer. Not a single red light. Not a moment of hesitation. Every man and woman on this ship agrees. This is a one-way journey, a final, unified step into the unknown. A quiet dignity settles over the bridge. The air is thick with unspoken goodbyes. You had given them the chance to back out. A return shuttle was prepped and waiting. It could have taken a small group back to the last outpost, back to the familiar light of Sol. No one would have judged them. No one would have called them cowards. But no one took the offer. They chose the void. They chose the mystery. They chose to stay with you. The loyalty is humbling. It makes the burden of command a little easier to bear. You remember the final message from Earth. The Admiral's voice was gravelly with emotion. He spoke of honor. He spoke of discovery. He spoke of humanity's unquenchable thirst for knowledge. He called you heroes. You do not feel like a hero. You feel like a gambler, a man who has bet everything on a single, impossible roll of the dice. You just hope the universe is in a gambling mood today. It does not seem like the kind of place that enjoys a good game of chance. A message appears on your private console. It is from your younger sister, a pre-recorded message sent months ago. Her smile is a painful, beautiful memory. She tells you she is proud of you. She tells you to be brave. She tells you to find something amazing out there. Her final words echo in your mind. Don't get lost, big brother. A small, sad smile touches your lips. Too late for that, little sister. Getting lost is the entire point of the mission. You give the final command. The words feel strange in your mouth. Commander, take us in. Eva's hands move with practiced grace. She eases the throttle forward. There is no sudden lurch, no dramatic roar of engines. The Wanderer simply begins to drift, a leaf falling into a bottomless well. The ship is committed now. There is no turning back. The laws of this place see to that. You are in the gravitational grip of the abyss. The crew performs their duties with quiet precision. They are professionals, the best humanity had to offer. Each one a genius in their own field. They are astronomers and engineers, doctors and xenobotanists. Each of them knew the risks. Each of them accepted the cost. They are the seeds of a new beginning, or the final, silent testament to a noble failure. You watch their determined faces, and you know you are not alone in your quiet fear or your soaring hope. Your vessel, the Wanderer, shudders. It is not a mechanical vibration. It is a tremor of reality itself. The ship is tearing through space-time. Every alarm begins to scream at once. The lights flicker and die, plunging the bridge into red emergency lighting. The perfect void on the screen dissolves. It becomes a tunnel of swirling, impossible energies. You are crossing the boundary. You are inside the event horizon. The outside universe is gone. The ship groans like a living thing in pain. The star steel frame is being tested to its absolute limit. You feel a strange pulling sensation, as if every atom in your body is being stretched, pulled in a direction that does not exist. You grip the arms of your command chair. Your knuckles are bone white. This is it. The moment of dissolution. The point of no return has been passed. Now you face the consequences. Dr. Thorne shouts over the roaring chaos. Captain, the temporal readings are off the scale. It's not just space we're breaking. It's time. His voice is a mix of terror and exhilarating discovery. He is a scientist to the very end, even as reality unravels around him. You see glimpses on his screen, equations that fold back on themselves, timelines branching and collapsing. It is beautiful and terrifying. Then, silence. The shuddering stops. The alarms cut out. The emergency lights steady their crimson glow. The ship is still. You float in a place that has no name. The pulling sensation is gone. You feel whole. You take a breath, then another. You are alive. The entire crew seems to exhale at once, a collective sigh of disbelief and relief. You survive the passage. You cross the threshold. You ask for a status report. The words are calm, but your heart is a runaway train. Eva's voice comes back, steady as ever. All systems nominal, Captain. Life support is stable. Hull integrity is at 100%. She sounds as surprised as you feel. The Wanderer was built well, a testament to the builders back home. They built a ship that could withstand the impossible. It is a good day to be a fan of over-engineering. Aris is speechless. He just points a trembling finger at the main view screen. The tunnel of light is gone. The absolute black is gone. You slowly turn your chair to look, and what you see steals the breath from your lungs. It is a new cosmos, a universe that was hiding behind the curtain of a black hole. It is not empty. It is not dark. It is blindingly, brilliantly alive. The journey has just begun. Beyond the blackness lies a new cosmos. Stars burn with impossible, brilliant colors. Emerald suns cast their light on sapphire giants. Ruby nebulae drift through fields of diamond dust. It is a painter's dream of a universe, a place of unrestrained beauty. Your science officer, Aris, is muttering to himself. This isn't physically possible. The energy signatures are wrong. The colors, they defy star science. He sounds like a child who has just discovered magic is real. You stare in silent awe. Your ship drifts through this impossible garden of light. Gigantic, crystalline structures float in the void. They pulse with a soft, internal luminescence. They are not natural formations. They are too perfect, too deliberate. It feels like you have stumbled into a gallery of the gods, and you are the uninvited guest. The dress code was probably cosmic entity. You feel distinctly underdressed in your simple uniform. A sense of profound wonder fills the bridge. The terror of the passage is forgotten, replaced by a humbling sense of discovery. This is why you came. For this single moment, to see something no human had ever seen before. To know that the universe was so much bigger, so much stranger than you had ever imagined. This sight alone was worth the price of the one-way ticket. Eva lets out a low whistle. Captain, I'm detecting no gravitational pull from any of these stars. We're drifting, not falling. It's like the rules are different here. She is right. The Wanderer moves on its own momentum, not bound by the familiar laws of physics. You are in a new reality, with a new set of rules. You will have to learn them quickly if you want to survive. The universe probably does not grade on a curve. You order a full sensor sweep. You need data. You need to understand this place. Aris gets to work. His initial fear is replaced by a feverish excitement. Every reading he gets is a new discovery, a new impossibility to puzzle over. He is like a historian who has just been given access to a library from the future. The information is overwhelming, but it is the most beautiful data he has ever seen. The ship is silent as it glides through the starlight. The crew is glued to the observation decks. They stare out at the impossible vista. Their faces are filled with a mixture of awe and reverence. You have brought them to a new Genesis, a place of creation, and now you have to figure out what to do next. The first step was to survive. The second step is to explore. But exploration in a place like this could be incredibly dangerous. Every beautiful star could hide a deadly secret. You feel a sense of profound responsibility. The lives of your crew are in your hands. But so is the future of humanity. The knowledge you can gain here could change everything. It could elevate your species to a new level of understanding. or it could lead you all to your doom. You are walking a tightrope over a canyon of wonders, and you have no safety net. You just have your ship and your crew and the unyielding human spirit that brought you here. Then, a new alert flashes on the console. A single, repeating signal. It is faint, distant, but it is unmistakable. It is a distress beacon. It is a human distress beacon. You are not the first ones here. The cold dread mixes with the wonder. Someone else came through, and they needed help. The silent, beautiful cosmos suddenly feels a lot more menacing. You are not alone. And that might be the most terrifying discovery of all. You follow the faint signal. It leads you deeper into the jeweled starscape. A sense of unease settles over the bridge. A distress beacon in a place like this is a bad sign. It means that even in this wonderland, things can go wrong. Horribly wrong. The beacon grows stronger. It is coming from a region of space that seems empty. A patch of darkness amidst the brilliant lights. A place where the colorful stars seem to keep their distance. The wanderer slows as you approach the source. The sensors pick up a metallic object. It is adrift. Powerless. You see it on the main view screen. A derelict vessel. Its design is unfamiliar, older, more primitive than your own ship. But it is undeniably human. Its hull is scarred and pitted, as if it has been through a great battle. Or something much, much worse. A ghost ship in a phantom universe. You try to hail the vessel. There is no response. Only the mournful, repeating pulse of the distress beacon. Life support readings are negative. The ship is a tomb. A cold, silent monument to a failed expedition. You feel a chill run down your spine. This is a warning. A clear message from whoever came before you. Turn back. This place is not what it seems. You decide to download the ship's logs. If there is a final message, you need to hear it. Aris works quickly. He bypasses the derelict security protocols. They are ancient by your standards. He finds the final log entry, a single corrupted audio file. He cleans it up as best he can. The voice that comes over the speakers is strained, filled with static and terror. It is the last testament of a long dead captain. The voice speaks of a great trap. It calls this universe a cage, a beautiful, luminous prison. They are weavers of light, the voice crackles. They build worlds. They seem like gods. But they are hunters. The message is fragmented, broken, but the meaning is clear. The beauty of this place is a lure, a siren song for curious explorers. It's a farm, the dead captain whispers, and we are the harvest. The message ends in a burst of static, then a final blood-curdling scream. The bridge is silent. The dead captain's warning hangs in the air like a shroud. A great trap, a farm. The words echo in your mind. You look out at the beautiful, impossible stars. They no longer seem wondrous. They seem predatory. The light they cast feels cold, calculating. The silence of this universe is no longer peaceful. It is the silence of a predator waiting for its prey to step into the snare. You look at the faces of your crew. The awe is gone, replaced by a grim understanding. You are not explorers here. You are trespassers. You have stumbled into a place where you are not welcome, a place where something powerful and ancient resides, something that views you as nothing more than cattle. The ghost ship is proof. The final scream of its captain is a testament to the danger you now face. Eva turns to you. Her face is pale but resolute. Captain, what are your orders? The question brings you back to the present. The fear is real, but you cannot let it paralyze you. You are the captain. You must lead. You have to make a choice. Do you heed the warning and try to find a way out? Or do you push forward? Do you try to understand the nature of this trap? The human spirit is not one to run from a challenge, even a challenge laid by star-born gods. You make a decision. We are not prey, you say, your voice ringing with a conviction you do not fully feel. We are humanity. We will not be hunted. You give the order to move away from the derelict ship. You will not run. But you will be cautious. You will be vigilant. You are in a cage. The first step to escaping a cage is to understand its bars. You need to see the architects of this prison. You need to see the world forgers. The dead captain's words haunt you. A beautiful trap. You proceed with extreme caution. Every sensor on the Wanderer is active. Every crew member is at high alert. You are moving through enemy territory. But the enemy is the very fabric of this reality. You navigate through the glowing nebulae and crystalline forests. The beauty is still there, but now it has a sharp, dangerous edge. It is the beauty of a pitcher plant, alluring and deadly. Then you see it, on the edge of your sensor range, a vast, dark shape moving against the stellar backdrop. It is enormous, larger than any ship you could have imagined. It is a titanic structure, a web of black, geometric lines, and it is moving with purpose. It is heading towards a young, protoplanetary disk, a cloud of gas and dust that is just beginning to coalesce. You order the ship to a safe distance. You activate the stealth systems. You will watch. You will learn. You witness planets being constructed. The colossal structure arrives at the swirling cloud. It extends immense, spider-like appendages. They glow with a soft, blue light. They reach into the dust cloud. They begin to shape it, to mold it, like a potter shaping clay. You watch in stunned silence as a new world is born. Gas and rock are gathered, compressed, ignited. A small, molten sphere begins to form. It is a breathtaking display of power, a feat of engineering on a star science scale. Aris is recording everything. His hands fly across his console. The energy readings are astronomical, he whispers. They are manipulating gravity itself, bending space-time to their will. This is beyond anything we could have theorized. He is witnessing the birth of a planet, not as a natural process over millions of years, but as a deliberate act of creation, completed in a matter of hours. This is the work of the world forgers, the architects of the trap. You see other structures now, dozens of them. They move across the starscape like a fleet of silent, cosmic builders. They are assembling entire solar systems, placing suns with meticulous care, arranging planetary orbits with mathematical precision. This is not just a universe. It is a construction site, a grand, cosmic project, and you have no idea what its purpose is. But the dead captain's words linger. A farm. Are these new worlds being built for someone? Or for something? Are they empty cradles waiting for life? Or are they fattening pens? The thought sends another shiver through you. You feel like a mouse watching a group of humans build a new, more efficient mousetrap. The craftsmanship is impressive, but you know it is not for your benefit. One of the structures turns. It is still light years away, but it seems to pause in its work. It is as if it has sensed you. A cold, alien awareness brushes against your mind. It is not a voice. It is a feeling, a sense of being observed, scrutinized, weighed, and measured. The stealth systems of the Wanderer are the best humanity could design, but they are designed to fool human technology, not the senses of a star-born god. The pressure intensifies. It is a mental weight, a psychic probe that bypasses your ship's hull. It examines you. It feels curious, but also cold, detached, like a scientist examining a microbe under a microscope. You order Eva to prepare to run, to plot a course away from here, as fast as our engines can manage. But you know it is probably useless. If they can build planets, they can certainly catch a tiny, fleeing ship. Then, as suddenly as it began, the feeling is gone. The giant structure turns back to its work, as if it has dismissed you, as if you are too insignificant to warrant its attention. You are not a threat. You are not even interesting. You are just there. A tiny, irrelevant anomaly in its grand design. The feeling of being dismissed is almost more insulting than being seen as a threat. At least a threat is worthy of notice. You have a decision to make. Running seems pointless. Hiding is impossible. The only path left is forward. You need to understand these beings. You need to communicate with them. It is a desperate gamble, a foolish, reckless plan. But it is the only one you have. You decide to reveal yourself, to send a message, to announce your presence to the masters of this universe. You are about to knock on the door of the gods. You just hope they answer politely. You prepare a first contact package, the standard greeting from Earth, the mathematical constants, the depiction of your human form, the music of your greatest composers. It feels hopelessly small and inadequate in the face of what you have seen. It is like offering a child's drawing to a master artist. But it is all you have. It is the sum of your existence, a message in a bottle thrown into a cosmic ocean. You order the transmission to be sent. A tight beam of information aimed directly at the nearest construction platform. For a long moment, there is nothing. The builders continue their silent, majestic work. They ignore your tiny shout into their void. You begin to think they have truly dismissed you, that you are beneath their notice. Perhaps the mental probe was just an automated system, like a cosmic motion detector. Then, one of the structures stops. It detaches from the planetary nebula it was sculpting. It turns to face you. It is miles across, a silent black silhouette against the glowing stars. It begins to move in your direction. It does not move fast. It moves with a slow, deliberate grace. The grace of a being that has no predators, a being that has never known fear. Your heart is pounding. This is it. First contact. The structure approaches the wanderer. It is so large it fills the entire view screen. It dwarfs your ship, makes you feel like a speck of dust. It comes to a stop a safe distance away. Then, it begins to change. The black geometric lines dissolve. They break apart into a swarm of brilliant golden motes. The motes of light coalesce. They swirl and dance. And they begin to form a shape. Not a ship, a being. You have your first contact with light. The beings here are not of flesh. They are not made of matter as you understand it. They are woven from pure starlight and consciousness. The being of light hovers before your ship. It is vaguely humanoid in shape, tall and slender, with no discernible features, just a radiant, shimmering form of pure energy. It is beautiful and profoundly alien. A voice fills your mind. It is not sound. It is pure thought, transmitted directly into your consciousness and the minds of your crew. The voice is ancient, powerful, and utterly calm. You are unexpected, it says. The words are not English. They are a universal concept of language, translated by your own brain into something you can understand. You are a fragment of the old reality, a whisper from a dying universe. You are stunned into silence. A dying universe? your universe, the reality you came from. What does it mean? You try to respond, to form a thought, a question. The being of light seems to anticipate it. Your existence is an echo, it explains. The place you call home is fading, collapsing back into the singularity from whence it came. All things have a season. Your universe is in its winter. The revelation is staggering. It is a truth so profound, it shakes the foundations of your understanding. Your entire reality, your home, your past and future. All of it is just an echo, fading into nothing. You think of Earth, of everyone you have ever known. Are they already gone? Are you the last ghost of a dead cosmos? The thought is a cold, heavy stone in your gut. The being of light continues its silent lecture. We are the architects of the next. We build new realities, new nurseries for life. We are the stewards of creation. You look past the light being, at the worlds they are forging, the new solar systems they are building. It is not a farm. It is a rescue mission, a lifeboat. They are not jailers. They are saviors. At least, that is what they claim. You ask the question that burns in your mind. Why the trap? Why the derelict ship? Why the dead captain's warning? The being of light seems to project a sense of sadness, a concept that feels ancient and deep. The passage is violent, it explains. It shatters the unprepared mind. What you perceive as a trap is a filter. It is a crucible. Only the stable can survive the transition. The ghost ship, it explains, was a vessel whose crew went mad from the passage. Their fear and paranoia created a psychic echo, a ghost story that they projected into their ship's logs. So the trap was not real. It was a phantom, a creation of a broken human mind. The relief you feel is immense, but it is quickly replaced by a new, more unsettling question. If this place is a new beginning, what happens to the echoes of the old one? What happens to you? You are a piece of a dying world, a relic. Do you have a place in this new creation? The being of light seems to understand your unspoken fear. You are an anomaly, it says. But you are here. You are real. The crucible did not break you. That makes you interesting. The feeling of being scrutinized returns. But this time, it is different. It is not the cold detachment of a scientist. It is the focused curiosity of an artist who has found a new, unexpected color to paint with. We have much to discuss, the being of light concludes. Your journey is far from over. The light being invites you to experience this new reality, not just to see it, but to understand it. You feel a strange, gentle pull. Your ship is not moving, but your consciousness is. The bridge around you dissolves. The faces of your crew fade away. You are no longer in the Wanderer. You are adrift in a sea of pure information, a current of memories and moments. The being of light is your guide. You experience moments from your own past. You are a child again, staring up at the night sky from your backyard. You feel the cool grass beneath your fingers. You smell the night blooming jasmine. You feel the same sense of wonder you felt all those years ago. It is not a memory. It is real. You are there. Then the moment shatters. You are standing on the launch pad, watching the Wanderer being built. The scent of ozone and hot metal fills the air. The future unfolds in fleeting, cryptic visions. You see cities of light on a world with two suns. You see human faces you do not recognize. They are smiling, laughing. They look peaceful. You see ships that are not made of metal, but of the same living light as your guide. They are moving between stars like thought. Is this your future? Is this the future of humanity? You are shown a shattered timeline, a vision of what could have been. You see Earth, but it is not the vibrant blue marble you remember. It is a gray, dying cinder. The sun is a bloated, red giant. The last remnants of humanity are fleeing in slow, archaic ships. They are running from the death of their universe. But they are too late. You watch as their ships are consumed by the expanding star. A silent, tragic end. The being of light explains, "This was your destiny," it projects. The fate of all life in the old reality. A slow, inevitable extinction. Your journey here was not just an exploration. It was an escape, an unconscious flight from the end of all things. You did not know it. But you were running for your life. The entire human race was on a sinking ship, and you have just stumbled into the only lifeboat. The weight of this knowledge is immense. You feel a profound sense of loss for the world you left behind. For the billions of people who will never know this truth, who will live out their lives on a world that is slowly, inexorably fading away. But you also feel a surge of hope, a fierce, desperate hope. You are here. You survived. You have a chance to start again. The visions cease. You are back on the bridge of the Wanderer. Your crew is around you. They look dazed, confused. They have all experienced something similar. A personal journey through their own pasts and a glimpse of a possible future. Eris is pale. "My God," he whispers. "The temporal mechanics. It's a closed loop. Our universe was always destined to collapse." He looks at you, his eyes wide with a terrifying new understanding. We didn't just travel through space. We traveled to the end of time. The being of light is still there. A silent, radiant sentinel outside your ship. It has shown you the truth. The terrible, wonderful, world-shattering truth. You are refugees, not explorers. You are the last survivors of a shipwrecked reality. And you have just washed ashore on a new, uncharted continent. A continent built by beings of pure light. The question is no longer about survival. It is about what you do next. How do you build a new home in the land of the gods? The light being guides you, not with your ship, but with your mind. The starscape around you blurs. It resolves into a new, impossible location. You are floating before a structure of immense scale. It is a sphere of woven light and shadow. It hums with a power that makes the planet builders seem like children with toys. The light being introduces this place. It is the archive of worlds, the library of the cosmos. You are taken inside. Your consciousness drifts through endless corridors of light. Each point of light, your guide explains, is a memory. The complete history of a civilization, a species, an entire galaxy. You float past the story of a silicon-based life form that lived in the heart of a nebula. You witness the rise and fall of an aquatic empire that spanned 1,000 water worlds. You see histories so strange and vast that your human mind can barely comprehend them. You meet the caretakers of this realm. They are not like the builders. They are older, more complex. They introduce themselves as the Elder Ones. They are the librarians, the historians, the memory of the universe. They are formed of silver light and intricate, shifting patterns. They move with a slow, ancient grace. They are the keepers of stories, and they have been waiting for you. Your story is new, one of the Elder Ones communicates. Its thought voice is like ancient chimes, a story from a place we thought was silent. We wish to add it to the archive. They want to know everything. The history of Earth, the evolution of humanity, the wars, the peace, the art, the love, the foolishness, the courage. They are fascinated by your species, by your chaotic, emotional, and resilient nature. They guide you through a library of memories. It contains the stories of galaxies long dead. You see the final moments of a universe much older than your own. You watch as its last star flickers and dies, leaving behind a cold, silent emptiness. The Elder Ones explain that all realities have a lifespan. Creation is a cycle of birth, life, and death. But memory is eternal. The archive is their attempt to make it so. You learn that the builders are a younger race. The children of the Elder Ones, they are the architects of the new, the gardeners who plant the seeds of new realities, while the Elder Ones are the keepers of what has been. It is a cosmic balance, a symbiosis of creation and remembrance. And you are caught in the middle, a bridge between the old world and the new. You spend what feels like an eternity in the archive. You share the story of humanity. You show them Shakespeare and Einstein. You show them images of bustling cities and quiet, country lanes. You show them the best and worst of your people. They absorb it all without judgment. They are simply interested in your brief, explosive existence. They find your species to be a paradox, capable of such profound love and such terrible violence. In return, they share their knowledge with you. They show you the true nature of star science, the underlying code of reality. It is a language of light and frequency, a beautiful, elegant mathematics that makes your own science seem crude and clumsy. Aris, wherever his consciousness is, must be in absolute heaven. This is the ultimate scientific discovery, the theory of everything. And it is being given to you freely. You begin to understand the purpose of this place. It is not just a lifeboat. It is a second chance, a place where life from dying realities can find refuge, a place where their stories can be preserved, and where they can become part of the next cycle of creation. It is an act of cosmic compassion on a scale you can barely imagine. The trap was a test. The journey was a filter. The destination is a new beginning. But there is a cost. There is always a cost. The Elder Ones have shown you their world, their knowledge, their purpose. Now they will show you the choice you must make, the final, most important decision of your journey, a choice that will determine the future of every soul on the Wanderer, and perhaps the future of all humanity. The Elder Ones present a profound choice. They lead your consciousness to a nexus point within the archive, a chamber of pure, potent creation. Here, the raw energy of the new reality flows like a river. You can remain an Elder One projects. Its voice is gentle, but the weight of its offer is immense. You can shed your fragile carbon forms. You can become like us, beings of light and thought, eternal. Part of the great work, they show you a vision of this transformation. You see your own body dissolving into a shower of golden motes. The pain, the fear, the limitations of flesh, all of it gone, replaced by a feeling of boundless freedom. You could travel the stars in an instant. You could witness the birth of galaxies. You could join the builders in forging new worlds. It is the offer of godhood, an evolution beyond the wildest dreams of your species. You see your crew, transformed, radiant, their minds linked in a collective consciousness, a harmonious whole. No more conflict, no more loneliness, no more death, just an eternity of discovery and creation. It is a tempting offer, a perfect paradise, an end to all struggle. It is everything a mortal being could ever want. And that is what makes it so terrifying. To accept would be to lose yourself, to lose your individuality, your humanity, the messy, beautiful, chaotic spark that makes you who you are. The love, the anger, the grief, the joy. All of it would be smoothed away, polished into a perfect, featureless gleam. You would become part of something greater, but you would no longer be you. It is the ultimate assimilation, a gentle, loving extinction of the self. The other option is presented. Or, the elder one continues, you may attempt a return. They show you a vision of the gateway, the black hole you entered. It is still there, a pinprick of darkness in the brilliant new reality. But it is unstable. The passage between the two universes is closing. It is a fleeting opportunity, a dangerous, chaotic path back to a dying world. To return would be to embrace the struggle, to go back to a universe that is fading away, to a home that is doomed. You would carry with you the knowledge of this place, the memory of the elder ones, the warning of your world's end. You would be a prophet of the apocalypse, tasked with the impossible mission of saving a world that does not know it needs to be saved. The choice is stark, a peaceful, eternal existence as a being of light, or a desperate, painful struggle as a human being. Do you choose paradise for yourself and your crew? Or do you choose to carry a warning back to the home you left behind? The elder. Ones do not push you. They do not judge. They simply present the choice, the path of the self, or the path of the species. You look at the vision of a transformed humanity, perfect, serene, eternal, and you feel a profound sense of wrongness. It is not who you are. Humanity is not a species that seeks peace at any cost. You are fighters, dreamers, rebels. You thrive on the struggle. You find meaning in the imperfection. To give that up would be the ultimate defeat. It would be a betrayal of everything that brought you here. You make your choice. You will go back. You will take the knowledge. You will take the warning. You will give your world a fighting chance. It is a foolish choice, a choice for pain over peace, for struggle over serenity, for a dying home over a perfect heaven. It is the most human choice you could possibly make. You gather your will, your sense of self, and you speak your decision into the minds of the elder ones. We will go home. A sense of ancient, weary understanding emanates from the elder ones. They seem to have expected your choice. Perhaps they have seen it made before, by other species, other anomalies who chose to cling to their fragile identities. The path will be difficult, they warn. The gateway is collapsing. It will not return you to the same point in space-time you left. Where you emerge and when is not something we can predict. This is the ultimate price of your decision. You might return to Earth 1,000,000 years after it has died, or 1,000,000 years before humanity even exists. Or you might emerge in a completely different galaxy, lost and alone. It is a gamble of cosmic proportions. But you have to take it. You have a message to deliver, a warning that must be heard. You must send a message to Earth. Even if you cannot get back yourself, you have to try to send something through, a warning across the void. You explain this to the elder ones. You need their help. You need to focus a beam of information, a single, desperate flare of hope sent back into the old reality, a message that will tell of the dangers and the wonders you have found. The elder ones agree to help. They see the value in your story, in your warning. It is a fitting final chapter to add to their archive of your universe. They will help you focus your ship's transmitter, to amplify its signal with their own energy, to punch it through the collapsing gateway with enough force that it might, just might, be heard. You are returned to your ship, to your body. The bridge of the Wanderer materializes around you. Your crew is there, looking at you. Their faces are a mixture of awe from what they have seen and fear for what is to come. You know they have all been offered the same choice, to stay or to go. You look at Eva, at Aris. You do not need to ask. You see the answer in their eyes. They have chosen to go with you. They have chosen to be human. You begin to compose the message. How do you summarize everything you have seen? The death of a universe, the birth of a new one, beings of pure light, a library of worlds. How do you condense all of that into a single burst of data? How do you make them believe you? You have to keep it simple. Director. A scientific proof and a desperate plea. Aris works with a feverish intensity. He is a man possessed. He translates the star science of the Elder, ones into human mathematics. He prepares charts, equations, spectrographic analysis. Proof that you are not insane. Proof of the coming end. Proof that there is a way out. He is building the most important scientific paper in human history, and it will be delivered by a prayer across the void. Meanwhile, Eva prepares the ship. The journey back through the gateway will be even more violent than the entry. The ship has to be ready. Power needs to be diverted to the shields. The hull needs to be polarized. She is preparing for a battle against the very fabric of two collapsing realities. She is calm, focused, a rock in a sea of cosmic chaos. Her skill is the only thing that will give you a chance. You record a personal log, a captain's final testament. You speak of the ghost ship, the world forgers, the elder ones. You speak of the choice you were given, and the choice you made. You address it to the Admiralty, to your sister, to whoever is left to listen. Your voice does not tremble. It is the voice of a man who has seen the end of everything and has chosen to fight back. You end the message with a simple, powerful plea. Look for the gateway. Find us. We have found the way. The Elder, one signal that it is time. The gateway is shrinking. The path is vanishing. You have one chance to send your message, and one chance to make your escape. The weight of all humanity feels like it is on your shoulders. You give the command. Send the message. And pray to whatever gods may be listening that someone, somewhere, is receiving it. A new dawn for humanity depends on it. The gateway's final moments are upon you. The perfect circle of blackness you entered is now a distorted, wavering oval. It shrinks with visible speed. The path back to your universe is vanishing. The Elder, ones lend their energy to your ship. The Wanderer hums with a power it was never meant to contain. The lights on the bridge shine with an unnatural brightness. The air crackles with energy. It is time to go. You target the heart of the shrinking gateway. Eva's hands are a blur on the controls. She is plotting a course through a storm that should not exist. A region where the laws of two separate realities are grinding against each other. It is like trying to navigate a ship through the heart of a hurricane, while the very concept of water is being rewritten. She is the best pilot you have ever known. She will need to be. Aris shouts out readings. Temporal distortion is spiking. The exit point is unstable. I can't predict where we'll end up, Captain. His voice is tight with strain. He is holding back a flood of impossible data, trying to give you something, anything, to navigate by. But it is useless. You are flying blind into chaos. You are a bullet fired at a target that is moving in and out of existence. You give the order. Full thrusters, Commander. Take us home. Eva slams the throttle forward. The Wanderer leaps ahead, a silver dart aimed at the heart of the storm. The ship shudders violently, far worse than when you entered. The structure of the ship screams in protest. Metal groans, systems flicker and die. You are being torn apart by the tidal forces of a dying connection. The view screen is a nightmare of swirling colors and fractured light. You see glimpses of your own universe, the familiar, comforting black, the pinpricks of distant stars. Then it is gone, replaced by the blinding, brilliant light of the new reality. The two are mixing, fighting, tearing at your ship, tearing at your mind. You feel the pull again, the stretching of your atoms. But this time it is violent, angry. An alarm blares. A hull breach on Deck 7. You seal it off. Another alarm. Life support is failing in the aft sections. You divert emergency power. The Wanderer is dying around you. You are sacrificing your ship piece by piece to make it through. It is a desperate, final gamble. You are betting everything on the strength of your hull and the courage of your crew. You see a rift, a tear in the chaos. For a fleeting second, you see a stable path, a tunnel through the storm. It will not last. It is a momentary fissure in the collapsing passage. You shout, "There! Ava, that rift, on your left." It is a desperate final gamble for survival. Ava does not hesitate. She wrenches the ship into a hard turn. The inertial dampeners scream. The ship groans in agony. But it holds. You pilot your ship toward the rift. You plunge into the narrow channel of stability. The chaos recedes for a moment. You are in a smooth, dark tunnel. It feels quiet, safe. But you know it is an illusion, a temporary reprieve. You can see the end of the tunnel, a point of brilliant white light. Is it your universe? Is it oblivion? There's no way to know until you get there. The ship is battered, broken, barely holding together. Half of your systems are offline. Your crew is exhausted, bruised, but alive. You have made it through the worst of the storm. Now you just have to survive the exit. You brace for the final transition, the final leap of faith. You have made your choice. You have faced the gods of a new cosmos. Now you are returning to the world of mortals. You just hope there is a world left to return to. You break through into a different reality. The ship bursts out of the tunnel of light. The transition is violent. A final, bone-jarring shudder. Then, silence. The alarms die. The shaking stops. The ship drifts in the quiet of space. Emergency lights cast long shadows on the bridge. You are through. You are back. But where is back? You look at the view screen. It is not the familiar starscape of home. The constellations are wrong. The colors of the nebulae are different. You are not in your own time. You are not in your own galaxy. The Elder ones warned you. The exit was unpredictable. You have escaped the cage, but you are lost in a new, unknown wilderness. You have traded one mystery for another. Aris works frantically at his station. He is trying to get a navigational fix, trying to find a single, familiar star, a single pulsar that can give you a clue to your location. His face is grim. "Captain," he says, his voice low, "I don't recognize any of this. The background radiation is different. The stellar classifications, they don't match anything in our databases. We are somewhere else." The implications sink in. You are adrift in an uncharted universe. Your ship is crippled. Your resources are finite. You are alone, truly and utterly alone. You sent your message, a warning to a home you may never see again. Did it get through? You have no way of knowing. You have to believe it did. You have to believe your sacrifice meant something. But you are not defeated. You are human. You have your ship, what's left of it. You have your crew, 184 of the bravest souls to ever leave Earth. You have the knowledge you gained, the star science of the Elder Ones, the memory of the archive of worlds. You are not empty-handed. You are carrying the fire of a new enlightenment. A new dawn for humanity is not about returning home. It is about building a new one. Here, in this strange new reality, you have the chance to start over, to build a future free from the slow death of your old universe. You are the seeds of a new beginning, the first generation of a star-born humanity. It is a terrifying prospect, and it is a magnificent one. You look at the faces of your crew. You see fear, you see exhaustion, but you also see a flicker of something else, a spark of defiance, a glint of the same unyielding spirit that took you to the event horizon in the first place. You are not broken. You are pioneers. You are survivors. Your journey has only just begun. You give your first order in this new universe. Find us a world, you say, your voice filled with a hope you did not know you still possessed. Find us a place to call home. The wanderer, battered and bruised, begins to move, searching for a new harbor in a new cosmos. The adventure continues.